Today I need to share with New York, with High 97, the home of hip hop, and the rest of the world. I'm really high on integrity and the truth.
Right.
And this summer we didn't have a song of the summer.
I've been seeing the memes. Like, yeah, it's been hard.
And one of the reasons why we didn't have a song of the summer, because the soundbite of the summer was, "I don't respect Kanye as a man."
Now you're referring
performed by, and I'm gonna emphasize performed by Pusha T and his brother Malice, known as the Clips. Now
we finna get into all this. Let's drop the intro now and let's get into this. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world. And I'm just giving my 2 cents on it.
Now I'm here, my guys pulled up, consequences in the business.
Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Cino in the house. Don't forget to hit up the like button, support the page. Yes, we doing it. We are doing this. Consequence is being mentioned in the video. You made it, fool. You made it. You made it. Now, for everybody like, who? Consequence is a former rapper who just, didn't have a look for hip hop or rap whatsoever, who has the worst grill in the history of professional music, of entertainment. Would you give a face like that a record deal? He is the bearing reason as why artists don't get contracts when they look like this. They have an image clause in there like, well, you just don't have the look of a star, sir. We just can't give you money. You could rap good maybe, but you look like you've been chewing on bottles or something. You look like the Predator just had sex with the alien, and they both had a 3-way with a woman from Queens. The alien and the Predator had a 3-way with a woman from Queens, and here comes the consequence. Now, you would think all the money you got, dog, you could fix that. All this money and bling that you showed up there on that show, fix that. ASAP, dog. I don't even know how that even happens. I don't even know how that happens. That dude, he can't even take a bite of food, dog. He bite half the plate off. Jesus Christ. So right away, this is already bad. So now he done cleaned himself up, got on some Prada that Kanye gave him, some other chains, and he comes out here on Hot 97 and make a fool of himself. I mean, a natural fool of himself. I'm going to point out something to you that no one else has talked about. And they've all done takes on this video already. I'm probably the last person to reply. And my last person to reply is going to be worth it. Because I'm going to point out something that nobody's ever pointed out to you. While covering this. First off, let's listen to what he had to say. First off, the Drewski is shocked he there. Let's listen.
Building.
What up?
What's happening today?
Right, he don't know why you're here. You don't have a record. You don't promo. You don't have nothing coming out. Why are you here?
Today we need to address what's been going on in hip hop.
There's a lot been going on.
There has. And today I need to share with New York, with High 97, the home of hip hop, and the rest of the world. I'm really high on integrity and the truth.
Right.
And this summer we didn't have a song of the summer.
I've been seeing the memes. Like, yeah, it's been hard.
And one of the reasons why we didn't have a song of the summer is because the soundbite of the summer was "I don't respect Kanye as a man."
Now you're referring
performed by, and I'm gonna emphasize performed by Pusha T and his brother Malice, known as the Clips.
Now, where does that make sense? We didn't have a song of the summer because Pusha T in the clip said we don't respect Kanye West. So there was no song of the summer. You a rapper, ain't you, dog? Why didn't you put out a song for the summer? You see how stupid that sound already? This man make himself look like a fool right here on radio. Dog, you are supposed to be a rapper. Why in the world are you out here complaining about there ain't no songs out and you ain't got no songs out? You can't say, man, ain't no songs of the summer, man. Where's your goddamn songs of the summer? Are you retired? Are you on the shelf? You either in or you out. I mean, what are you doing? You are a rapper, right? Have some music to come right behind that. To say, look, there ain't no songs of the summer. I got my stuff out. They ain't even trying to promote mine. And here it is. Like, you ain't got nothing. You just up here talking. You might as well be on YouTube. What the hell are you doing? Ain't no song of the summer because Pusha T in the clips said Kanye West. They don't respect Kanye West. So ain't no song of the summer. I'm like, man, these dudes are some fools. But let's listen.
Now, what I have in my phone, I would like you to read to the world.
Got it. What is this that you about to show us?
So what I have in my phone is a group chat between myself, Ye, and Pusha. And it was initiated right after the release of Donda.
So you want me to read this?
Yeah, I want you to read this to the world.
So this says Ye 2020. So this is Ye
there. Yes.
Saved in your phone. That's how you have them.
Correct.
So you're here to read 5-year-old Texas. You out here to read 5-year-old text messages. Yes, that's correct. 5-year-old text message. What in the world are we doing? You get a radio interview because you get to read 5-year-old text messages. Wow. Okay. Now, Consequences, right? He's spineless and gutless. That may be true, but Consequence right now is looking like a fool. Let's listen to this.
And Ye says, in the diss record to Drake, you still not 100% in the right with me, even though he should not have spoke on your wife. You not perfect either. The record still caused me mental harm. So that meant when you shot, you hit me and my family also. We have to protect my brain at all costs because I have the vision. It's accountability. You're not wrong, but you're not 100% right either. That's definitely a Ye tweet with the "we have to protect my brain at all costs."
Ye text, yeah.
Then Pusha replies, "Yeah, I agree. I'm not perfect. I never learned how to turn the other cheek when disrespected. It's how I was raised. Martin Luther King wasn't respected in my house either. Hurting you or your family wasn't my intention. Protecting my family and the brand, that was the only mission. Sorry for any trauma caused by.
Now, as you see something here, right? You see that heart? That means Consequence liked the goddamn post. Consequence put a heart over that damn post. So he liked the post. He liked what Pusha said. He put a heart on it. So 5 years ago, this dude is showing a text message that he think is finna shame Pusha T, but he put a heart on it. So that means if you put a heart on it, you agree with him, right? You love what he said. So you loved it 5 years ago. But let's listen.
Brand, that was the only mission. Sorry for any trauma caused by me. So Pusha did apologize to Ye for that.
Right. So he apologized for basically dragging Kanye into the beef with Drake.
Right.
He actually said in his own words, sorry for any trauma I've caused you and your family.
Right.
So where I'm from, if you're willing to apologize to someone, that would mean that you respect them, right? We could agree on that, right?
Right. Or just as a man, he felt like, let me just.
So if you're running a whole rollout based on not respecting someone and you're a man, but you know you already apologized to this man, then are you being honest with your base? Are you being honest to the world? Are you is this a real feeling, or is this contrived for marketing?
Right.
And another.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. What's ridiculous is, first of all, that's ridiculous. Okay? That's a Make-A-Wish face right there. Help this man. Donate right now and make a wish. Let's save this guy's grill. We can all help. We can all chip in. Save this guy's grill. Now, we could all take that route and listen to him. But here's the big picture that everyone seems to be mentioning. What the hell does this got to do with you, Consequence? Nobody's dissing you. Why are you there? Kanye West ain't saying nothing. Why are you saying something? So you was up there caping for a man. You got that cape on tight. Who's your employer? You in there caping for your boss. You was bragging. I'm a writer. I'm a writer for Ye. I'm a writer. Okay, why can't you write yourself a hit? Where's your hit records? Nobody see them. You waiting for that new Consequence? I heard nobody has heard a song from you, dog. You can't even write Ye a hit no more. You see, Pusha at least had a rap career. Mm-hmm. Well, most people don't see it that way. Pen game is crazy. Well, put it to work. You should be having a lot of people lined up. If your pen game is that sick, it used to be sick back in the day, but you can't keep up with what's going on. It was so sick, he had to go get Push for My Beautiful Dark Fantasy. He put Push ahead of you. Your pen game was so good, he had to go get help from Drake. Your pen game is so good, nobody is trying to work with you. Why? Because they look at you like how you are. I do like you sucker punch Joe Budden in the back of the head. But that seems like the kind of guy you is, a sucker puncher. So you trying to sucker punch somebody on the radio.
Another thing I want to point out in the text is that he said Martin Luther King wasn't respected in his household.
He definitely said that.
From everything that I've seen, isn't malice engulfed in the same scripture as Martin Luther King? So, and I've heard homies say he's the devil in this. So maybe you don't respect your brother either. Maybe it's whatever for fame. Maybe
you just a hater. Maybe you a hater. You call yourself up there. Dog, when Martin Luther King marched, not everybody black was with his ideals and his approach. They had the same goals in mind, but they wasn't about no nonviolence. That's what he meant. And you liked the post. You like what he put out. You put a heart over it. So how you gonna use that as a detraction when you like the post? And put a heart over it. He beefed with everybody because he jealous that he didn't have a career. His career is running behind Kanye West carrying his bags. That's your job now because you can't write a hit. Right. Look at him. Still looking deflated. And now what you gonna do for the rest of your life? Carry Kanye bags. That's all you are, is a bag carrier. And now that Ye is not making music no more, he has no real use for you. All you could do is be a cheerleader for him and hope he bring you back. Farnsworth consequence. Right. He was on Tribe album. That's how he came out. He was ghostwriting with them back in the day. Then he had one album that didn't do nothing called Don't Quit Your Day Job. You should have definitely listened to that. Kanye put that out and it did nothing. I think it didn't even crack the top 100 with promotion, with the little promotion it got. But now you don't have a label. You don't have nothing no more. You're independent as a mug. One album, bunch of ghostwriting credits, nothing. Didn't he say nice doing business with you or something last year? So this is probably the best, credits you got, right? But you sitting there talking about Martin Luther King and trying to use that against Push, and he said he the devil before in a rap, so that means he don't respect his brother. Man, it's like, go sit down, man. Go back, man. Go find you something to do. You out here making yourself look bad, son. You mad because Push came out here and the Clips got a successful album, and y'all are mad, big mad. People raved over the album, so be it, is being played on the radio, getting spins, everything. He didn't have to live behind Kanye. He got out and was able to make another album with his brother and be successful. And you can't do that. And you want your brother Ye to come out with an album so you can get another check. It's pathetic.
It's whatever to feel like you the top guy. But you know what makes you the top guy out here? A hit record.
Always. That always helps.
So I'm going to say this and then I'm going to leave.
Right.
I'm outside. Anybody got anything to say to me, you can take your brother out the pulpit. You find me in the streets. I'm from the same streets as the Supreme Team. I'm from the same streets as Rich and Alpo and AZ. You know, real drug dealers. Remember those? One.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Kids, don't be like this. Somebody said, huh? This dude just made the biggest fool. You know, if they say how you gonna end the interview and walk off, that's not the walk off. That's not a flex. Yo, you know where Rich and Alpo and AZ them from? I'm from them streets. Meet me in the streets. Meet you in the streets. You've been around this game for 20, 30 years talking about meet me in the streets. Supreme Team. Is anybody from the Supreme Team left that ain't in jail or dead? They probably just coming home from bids from doing 25 to 30 years. You acting like this is a flex. Was you part of the Supreme Team? No. Was you part of Alpo, Rich, and AZ? No. Did they know you? No. I'm from those streets. Yeah, you were in the streets because your parents were poor. That's all that means. You act like that was a place to be, like it was great to be there. I'm great, man. I'm in the streets. Don't nobody want to be in the streets. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I know. It's just when you deal with people like this and they always have this type of energy, these are the people you don't want around you. You don't want guys like this around you because all they're going to do is bring you down. They can't do nothing for you. They too negative. This dude is so negative, he'll never see a blessing. He only going to see some way Kanye saying it. This ain't even how he feel. This is how Kanye West feel. So he going to be man, Kanye sick, man. I don't feel good either. We sick. Cause that's how some of these dudes are. They can't think for themselves. So they get caught in situations like, yo, I'm riding for my guy. Ain't nobody riding against you. Push was there with that dude, and that dude did what was best for him and wasn't thinking about Pusha T at all when he went and blew up the spot. Pusha T was vice president of good music. Why you wasn't? You ever thought about that? Since you jumping on the sword for this guy who will sell you out, you probably don't even matter to him. He probably didn't know your dumb ass went on this radio. Oh, he did that? Yeah, consequence. Yeah, he always been a good dude. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Tell him I said what's up. Somebody got his number? Yeah, we'll text him. I said what's up. He never changed his stance on Kanye because that's his only meal ticket. You ain't gonna change your stance up with somebody feeding you. But I let him not get no money no more. And see what happened. When you don't call out somebody's BS, that's like people following behind Drake. And I'll be like, they just like going along with everything Drake doing, and they can't realize that it's all some garbage and it's some host. If you can't point that out, I'll be like, look, I can't. This some host shit. I can't back this. Now, if you can't do that, then it's clear and evident there is a problem somewhere in the pipeline. But to compare yourself to drug dealers, like that's a flex. Anybody don't like what I said, I'm in the streets. That says it all right there. You've been with Kanye West all these years, you in the streets, but you rocking Prada and jewelry and got on all this jewelry. You ain't in no streets. Because if you was in the streets, they'd smack your goofy ass and rob you. But you want to say you from them streets. I'm from the same streets as Alpo and Rich and AZ. Alpo bragged about killing Rich, his own man's. And then he came home from jail, then he got killed. AZ the only one still living. That ain't a happy story. That ain't no flex. I'm from the Preem team. That ain't a flex. Preem is doing life in prison. He ain't even on the streets. That's what I keep saying, man. People don't understand what's a flex. Why don't you say, man, I got my wife. I got my wife here. I got my girl. I got my kid. He rap. You ain't even promote your son. Your son's a rapper. You ain't even promote him. You over here trying to hate on another man so much on the radio, you don't even use this opportunity to promote your own son. You don't even have any music to promote your damn self. What label are you on again? Huh? Oh, you signed to Kanye? No, you ain't. No, you're not. No, you're not. Right. Is it cool to say I'm a 45-year-old man and I'm back on the block?
I'm in the streets. I'm from the same streets, and then I'm going to leave.
Right.
I'm outside. Anybody got anything to say to me, you can take your brother out the pulpit. You find me in the streets. I'm from the same streets as the Supreme team. I'm from the same streets as Rich and Alpo and AZ. You know, real drug dealers. Remember those? One.
So I guess that's it. Always. That always helps.
As Rich and Alpo and AZ. You know, real drug dealers. Remember those?
I don't think Preem want everybody to know he was a drug dealer. Even though he might been a drug dealer, you ain't sold drugs with him. Remember those? I'll be like, dog, if he did sell drugs, let him say that. You from Queens, that don't mean you was a member of Supreme Team. Everybody want to say they roll with Kenneth Supreme Griffin, but when he get knocked, they don't want the same sentence. People get dismissive, don't want that same sentence. But every rap, they claim they hang with Kenneth Supreme Griffin. Right. That's what I'm talking about. You the same guy Nas is rapping about. Always running around talking about who you know. People didn't even know Nas knew Preem like that. Because he ain't go around bragging, yo, man, I know Preem, man. Yeah, Supreme Team. Nas didn't do that. He stayed, he's like, yo, I mean, I know him and knew all of them, you know. They from the bridge. Of course they came and met Nas and everything. Why do you think when Prince came home, Nas is sitting right there? Everybody is sitting there when Prince came home. I didn't see you there. You might have been there, but I didn't see you. But my thing is this. What was Prince talking about? Family. Being gone that long. He talked about family, fool. He talked about just being home, seeing grandkids and nephews, and everybody that got old and had other kids. He ain't seen none of them. He just wanted to see his people. He was glad to see the people he knew, Slick Rick, everybody. Yeah, that was his era. He just wanted to be home now. Consequence, they say you 48. Preem is 65, they said. I don't know if that's true, but it's like, dog, cut it out. Preem ain't coming home. He there for life. And you would only an idiot would think that's something to glorify. Yeah, real drug dealers. Yeah, remember them? Yeah, I'm out. What's a real drug dealer? Huh? What's a real drug dealer? Consequence? You know, this real drug dealers don't go to the radio, talk about drug dealing. That's a real drug dealer, right? Drug dealer ain't got time to go to the radio crying about another man and what they doing on the radio. You people go to the radio, you know what they do? They're marketing something. They're promoting something. They pushing something that they got coming out. That's why they're on the radio. You're not promoting even Kanye West. You ain't even promoting him. You defending him like he's been attacked. You made him look worse by going up there. They be like, damn, Ye, why you ain't say nothing? Ye ain't said a damn word. But you like the chicken head they sent up there to cluck. You ain't promote nothing. You talking about ain't no song of the summer because he said Kanye West, you know, he don't respect Kanye West. So that's why we don't have a song of the summer. That's only some New York shit too. Because nobody in the world be saying some dumbass shit like that but New Yorkers. Yo, we need a song of the summer. I mean, whatever song is hot is going to be the song of the goddamn summer. Whatever I'm playing is the song of the summer. I don't need a song of the summer. I'm going to play whatever is hot. Shoot, so be it is the song of the damn summer if you want to talk about it. What you need to be doing if talking about hip-hop, if you're going to do that, if you talking about hip-hop and ain't no song of the summer, they only one artist. They got music out. Why about your boss put out a song? How about your ass put out a song? You ain't did none of it. You ain't even promote your son's music. You ain't did nothing. You came up there, cried like a woman, and then walked out on some, yeah, real drug dealers. That was the biggest flex. I said, this has got to be the dumbest SOB I've ever seen. Like, ever. What are you doing? It's like, who does that? I've never seen that done as a flex. Yeah, I'll make around real drug dealers. Remember them? Hard words from a hard man. That was like a WWE promo gone wrong. He a goon. All he known for is sucker punching Joe Budden from behind. That's all he known for. He said, smash the like button. Yeah, thanks, Trill. Right. All he known for is sucker punching people from behind. That's not that's not gangster. That's not gangster. Why didn't you face up with that man and fight him? Why you try to hit him when his back is turned? Because that's your motto. That's what you are. You did that, showed exactly who you are and what you are. You went on radio and you made a fool of yourself because that's what you do. There are plenty of stories about you, homie. Q-Tip. So a lot of them don't deal with you, bro. And it's because of this same energy you bring. You bring a lot of negativity and you cause a lot of drama. And you move like a chick, bringing text messages from 5 years ago to the radio station. Who does that? No drug dealer I know. He brings in the damn thing in there. They ain't gonna say, look, he talked about Martin Luther King wasn't respected in his household. See? Like, what's that supposed to mean? And his mother and father probably wasn't with the nonviolence movement. So a lot of people who went with Malcolm, they felt like how Malcolm felt more than how Martin felt. There was a lot of, but not everybody black was on board. They knew they were fighting for the same things. They just didn't like the direction of nonviolence. So it was a lot of people like that. That ain't a detraction from him. That's just a true statement made by him. In our household, Martin Luther King wasn't respected like that. They probably respected Malcolm. So a lot of black folks that could say that. I'm from Chicago. I live down the street from the mosque, from the temple, for the nation. Right on Stony Island. So what is you talking about? That's right. Muhammad Ali's first wife lived right around the corner from us. Her son that she didn't have with Muhammad Ali dated my mother. Because when he became Muslim, she didn't become Muslim. Remember, Jada Pinkett played her in the movie. She didn't become Muslim. So he ended up divorcing her, but he took care of her for the rest of his life. She had a house in Hyde Park. We stayed down the street. And her son that she had after she divorced, they got a divorce and she met another man. She had a son. And that son ended up, him and my mother dated. He was a musician. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like people had different qualities in what they went for. It's a lot of people that like Marcus Garvey. It was a lot of people that went along with the movement. Everybody had the same goal in mind. They just had different ways of going about doing it. Good music is defunct. I know. The whole thing is shut down. He out on the streets. That's why he like, I'm in the streets. We know. And who put you there? It wasn't Pusha T. The guy who asked you kissing you on radio talking phone, you hoping he see that so he can give you some bread? You went up there and made a complete fool of yourself. And hey, you got all the clicks and views, buddy, because you just made yourself look like the biggest idiot. So congratulations. You played yourself. Oh my gosh, that was dumb.
For fame. Maybe it's whatever to feel like you the top guy. I'm outside. Anybody got anything to say to me? You could take your brother out the pulpit. You find me in the streets. I'm from the same streets